Alright, we're back with more of Geneforge 2 Infestation. We're here in the Lapidary ruins now. You enter a crystal mine. The walls glitter, and bits of shiny quartz crunch underfoot as you walk. Even your inexperienced eye can tell that there is very little mining has happened here. The huge crystal formations are almost completely intact. Yet this cave has been settled. The stone floor is covered with scrapes and ruts. There are piles of discarded debris in the corners. You can also see mines in one of the southern passages. They aren't fresh, but they are still dangerous. Anyone who wants to exploit the crystal wealth here will have to deal with whatever was left by the prior and current occupants. Okay. Okay, we have some mines over there. Okay, pure steel bars don't stack. Interesting. Well, these specters are hostile. Get out of here. Off the freaking stuns. Oh, hell no. Oh, hell no. Oh, hell no. Really? Blah, blah, blah. Yeah, we gotta kill them immediately. There's like no way. Get out of here. Because we got stunned like twice in a row. Get out of here. Freaking stun. You inspect this large crystal formation. It is beautiful and elaborate, with long, elegant shards of crystal poking out in all directions. No miners have been here to despoil it yet. Remembering what Intensar told you, you carefully inspect the crystal protrusions, looking for one with the proper conic shape. You have no luck, but you are able to extract a long, clear piece of crystal that likely has value for someone. In other words, me. Okay, I wonder if I can... Oof, that was a lot of damage. No, turn it back off, turn it back off. Nope, oh, nope, 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 no. 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 That did not happen. I'm feeling we might have to pass through those, They have a bit of range too, don't they? I'm not dealing with any of that. Get out of here. Oh, you're a freaking... How do I get to that one? I think I know how. I just have to set this one off down here. Does least damage. Wait, is it going to be right here? You are in luck. With great care and precision, you would extract the crystal cone. Okay, good. Yeah, I'm surprised the pure steel bars don't. The single stone bridge over the slow-moving river of magma is still intact. Across it, to the north, someone has made a magical workshop, probably for shaping. You can see a stone circle still intact and crystal conduit still powered. You watch from concealment, trying to see if anyone is there. After a short wait, a shadowy figure moves into view. Despite the sweltering heat, looking at it gives you a chill. It paces slowly back and forth between the east and west chambers of the lab. Through the smoke and ash, you can see stone constructs. They are currently inactive. Perhaps someone with the proper skills could tinker with them. You inspect the construct. It looks like old shaper work, but its eyes have a weird, shimmering glow. You don't like the look of it at all. The mysterious Inferno has been working on it. It doesn't move or react to your presence. You note that it has a large crack in its side. Some machinery is exposed, interwoven with pulsing, shaped flesh. With deft fingers, you manipulate the machinery. Some of it seems controls perceptions. The construct looks down at you, and the shade of its eyes turns to green. Hopefully that means something good. This old workshop is possessed by a single spirit. It looks human, but translucent. A less skilled adventurer might think it is a mere ghost, just another unquiet spirit. Then you see the traceries of ice that appear on the stone floor when it takes a step. You feel dizziness when it approaches. You see twisted figures writhing in the corners of your vision as it approaches. Smell cinnamon and hear music when it gets close. The shade is an infernal, a powerful one. It drifts close and smiles. A shaper, no friend of my kind, but I like the company. I am an aspect of chaos. Shapers do not like your kind? Yes, mindless prejudice, of course. It giggles. We have so much to offer. We see so much. We never harm your kind. It giggles again. Of course, none of that is true, and it knows you know it's not true. Odd creature. Aspect of chaos? That's your name? It is the title I chose for this particular trip into your realm. It felt appropriate and properly grand. You are invading our lands, Infernal. No, I am invading my lands. This is my land now. So, actually, I can't invade my lands, can I? I was drawn here. How could I stay out of these mountains? There is so much chaos here. Shapers abandoned this cave long ago. Now it is mine. I will use it while it is useful to use it. What was this place? Some Shaper thing. It operated over a century ago, at least. I don't know what they were working on yet. Their main ruin is to the north. There are defenses. I'm sneaking my way in. I want a pile of good, powerful Shaper secrets. All for me. I hope you don't mind. I would like to explore the Shaper ruins as well. Of course you do. Maybe, in time, I will find a way you can help explore them. Perhaps you can enter first, and I'll watch and see what happens. Why were you drawn here? To these mountains? Well, there is a frenzied anarchy of mad survivals and humans plotting against each other, surrounded by caves full of abandoned Shaper magic. It spins while doubled over with laughter. How could anyone want to miss this? Why, I'm so glad you arrived. This is a perfect way for you to have utility. Utility? Yes, this is an intriguing little nest of Shaper wealth, but it is full of traps. I need a Shaper to help me pass the traps and figure out the puzzles within. The air grows cooler. At first, this is relief from the searing heat, but then it keeps getting colder. I would consider assisting you. I'm so glad to hear it. It would be a productive partnership. I will give you some time to consider whether to help me. While you think about it, could you please get in that cage over there? What? Oh, I'm going to need to tinker with your mind a little bit so I can be sure I can trust you. As little as I can, of course. I don't want to break you. Some tweaking is necessary, though. Takes a step forward. A menacing gleam in sight. I figure you will need some motivation to submit. Let's begin. Let me load the quick save real quick. You inspect the construct. It looks like old shaper work, but its eyes have a weird shimmering glow. You don't like the look of it at all. The mysterious Inferno has been working on it. Its stone casing is entirely intact and it is sort of active. It looks down, it even says quietly, I detect the shaper. Unconfirmed identity. Awaiting credentials. Can't get out the works without breaking it open, which probably annoy it greatly. I am a shaper and you must answer my commands. You speak with all the authority you can summon. A simple construct command submits easily. Shaper identity confirmed. Current master identity updated. Hopefully that means something good. Come on, I can't do the other ones yet? Actually, I need you to get into this rod. When you hold up the emissary's rod, the aspect that steps back. For the first time, you see doubt in his eyes and his face, then horror. She is here? She wants me to... No, she can't have me, and I will not get... And then there is a wave of energy. The rod starts to pull on the aspect. I will not let it have me, it shrieks. It summons up hidden reserves of power. It begins to move much faster. Its insubstantial form blurs and it lunges towards you. The aspect of chaos shouts, Constructs, come and defend me. Let's find out if I was able to repair you correctly. It laughs as it turns to you again. You wonder if your sabotage will be helpful. Come on, I can't sneak past him to get those other two, though. I guess there was no way to sneak past him to get these other two. Wait, how did he go again? Oh, that's some BS right there. Oh, BS. Oh, BS. Get away from me with that. Okay, I know I can... Okay, so might be a good thing now. Let's go ahead and blah 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 blah. Yeah, I need all of them to be able to assist me here. Right. So far, they are helping me, so. The aspect of chaos begins to dissolve. Your blows have disrupted its form and it dissolves into a mist of glistening, gruesome particles. Then the obsidian rod lets out a final pulse of energy. It sucks up all the particles. The aspect of chaos lets out a final screech of terror as it is absorbed. Then it is gone. Infernal residue. Ooh. Frosted amulet. That can be unlocked at the correct. Interesting. You emerge into a huge cavern. Most of the floor is lava oozing slowly to the south. A basalt spire emerges from the center of the magma, and a squat stone tower rests on top. It is an impressive work of engineering. It must have been built by its shapers. Humans wouldn't be able to work in this brutal environment, but certain varieties of battle alpha and survival could. The tower looks old, probably dating to the early years of settlement of these mountains. You are the first person to disturb it in many years. That means the treasures inside are active, so are the traps. When you approach the stairs, you find that they glow slightly. There are a few insubstantial green runes on the first step. Not hard to recognize, a fairly straightforward shaper warding spell. It's not mechanical, so there's no easy way to disarm it. Trying to climb the steps will set off the trap. Okay, so that's another way to get through it, but let's still explore the rest of it. If you're going the pacifist route, you might have to just keep like healing them like constantly. The golems, that is, after you take control of them. There. Okay, so that was just another way to get that open. The aspect of chaos was defeated and I captured his spirit. You show her the obsidian baton. She laughs. That is proper punishment for that little upstart. Aspect of chaos indeed. You have shown yourself to be competent. I will unlock one of my reward doors. Please help yourself to the treasure within. The aspect of chaos was a minor infernal. There is more dangerous game to be hunted and great rewards to be obtained. 3 more infernals are in these mountains if you are interested. You want me to hunt more infernals? I do. These mountains are infested, alas. They too deserve a vacation within the city, and a time to rethink their arrogance, and I will be rewarded. Oh yes, I swear you will get appropriate strength in return for your efforts. You see, you shapers made many of your canisters. Yes, devices to make yourself stronger. They are useless to infernals, but I was able to gather a few. Very good ones, and you may have them for your help. What is the first infernal to hunt? An unfortunate lass imprisoned by a rogue of your kind. It was given the label Infernal Terial. Since it is a prisoner, a more impressive title is inappropriate. I think it will find safe travel back to my realm of reward. Why did Infernal Terial come to our world? I don't know. It had purposes of its own. Then a shaper found and bound it. The shaper is called Tilderic, and he doesn't respect your laws. However, I think he is done using my Infernal, so I doubt he would even notice if you release it. Where is Infernal Terial? It is held somewhere within what your awakened call the Magus complex. What is the second Infernal to hunt? Another Infernal hunted down and imprisoned by one of your kind. Shapers love to judge and insult my kind, but you also spend so much time exploiting us. Isn't that interesting? Anyway, this Infernal will only be called the Bound One. It bears the signs of its imprisonment openly. Why did the Bound One come to our world? It was offered reward for knowledge by one of your kind. It was a lie, a trick. How amusing. Shapers seem so secure in their superior morality. Anyway, this Infernal is bound in stone. Very offensive to me. Where is the Bound One? I'm not exactly sure. I can sense it under many, many tons of stone. It is between the lands of the Awakened and the Takers. What is the third Infernal to hunt? This is more of a mystery. This Infernal is here willingly. I find no signs of imprisonment. It is called the Rotting Avatar, a title I am sure it picked for itself. There is a much more powerful Infernal, and it is here acting for its own purposes. I think its removal will benefit your people. I sense the wildness there. Why did the Rotting Avatar come to our world? It came freely and moved freely to these mountains. We lost track of it when it arrived. It was powerful and cunning enough to escape the vision of the Infernals, and we can see it very far. Where is the Rotting Avatar? I can only say it is in the highest peaks of these mountains. Haste, nearby haste. I'll put that in a junk bag. Cockatrice, have no use for that. I'm pretty much just doing these for the XP if I'm being perfectly honest, because using the canisters will affect my story and ending, so that's why I'm avoiding them. Go back to Rising real quick. I'm going to go ahead and complete that quest for XP, but like I said, I'm not going to use canisters. I have the materials to make a canister. Corin takes the supplies. She leaves the room to the west for a few minutes and then returns. The storage bays are to the south. I have made sure that one of the doors is unlocked. Go ahead and collect the canister. Thank you, Shaper. I hope this displays to you the great power of the Barzites. Of course, having the canisters might give us access to not Battle Alpha. Essence Slash. Could use that, but I would rather buy it. Pretty much doing this for the XP right now, so. I need more pure steel, and I probably would rather just go ahead and do the quest. Just so those pure steel bars don't stack in my inventory anyway, so as well just go ahead and do the quest. Yeah, I could use Essence Slash, but I'd rather would get it through ways that aren't like will affect me later on, story-wise. I found a crystal cone. Her eyes gleam, they even tear up a little. I have not seen one in so long. It is so beautiful. Wait, I will give you a token to pay for your time spent so far. He returns with a pouch of coins. A small pouch. This is not worth the cone or the risk you took. You have only finished the first part of this plan. The second part will generate the wealth. So how can I profit from the cone? It must be delivered. You see, I found a buyer. A very eccentric shaper with great resources. His name is Ferriton. He heard of me and sought me out. He will pay a lot for the cone and we can split it. Take it to him. Who is this Ferriton? Don't know. Never heard of him before. An old, eccentric shaper researcher. His workshop is to the southwest of the town called Town of Rising. What will my payment be? Half of a very, very large bag of gold. What will Ferriton do with the cone? I don't know. Shaper research? It isn't my business. That's the way of things. If Robbie procure crystals for shapers, you pay us and we aren't allowed to ask questions. Is he the only one nearby who wants a crystal cone? I imagine not. A lot of research is happening and these stones are useful and rare. The leaders of the factions might try to obtain it, and they are the only ones who can pay a fair price. It doesn't matter, though. I've already made the deal. Just carry the stone a short way and collect the reward. Great profit for both of us. The demon has been cleaned out of the mine. You tell him the tale. He shudders appropriately. Then you are a hero to us. We begin exploring, work, and digging. Get the crystals, find a way home at last. In return, a reward. We've had some luck scavenging. In the hall upstairs, a door will be unlocked. Please take what you find within. I like you, Honor Shaper Eve. I see your interest in July. Perhaps you can meet more of us. It would be good for both. Where should I go? You should go to our main camp. You should meet our captain and the other Shalai. Where are the other Shalai? They are hidden, are in a place called Buck Creek. Short trip from northeast from the town of Rising. Near the northern bridge over the river. The Barzites and Barzal, their leader, allow us to stay there. He thinks he can use us, but we do not want to be used. You will see. I hope you go. I will send word ahead. When you arrive, they will contact you. Good luck to us both. Dang, another canister. I'm getting other stuff out of it. This hunt for canisters, exactly what he's trying to find. What do you want from the Sholai camp? I think they have learned of a canister workshop. Not only that, but a full canister factory. Made, then abandoned. I don't know what Captain Zosima wants from the factory. I hope nothing. The canisters are dangerous. I know what I want, and I will pay for it. What do you want from the canister factory? Papers about the canisters. Notes. Schematics. Any old shaper records that explain the techniques for their creation. Her eyes have a mad gleam to them. Her desire for the secrets of your people is truly depthless. Bring papers back to me. I will pay well. How will I get into the crystal factory? For that, talk to Captain Zosima. I know he has a mission in there. I don't know what it is. He can guide you. What will you do if you are successful? My dream, if you can find canister schematics, satisfy my curiosity. Then I will take them home, sell them, and be rich. The honest truth is, I'm not sure any Sholai is mad enough to make the canisters. However, we love learning. We love secrets. That is the greatest of secrets. Might actually be strong enough to clear out that crystal mine, now that I think about it. So why don't we do that in the meantime? That's level 20. I'm surprised the Lapidary ruins aren't cleared out, but I guess it will only be if I can access the upstairs. Several miners lived in this chamber. They are dead now. The hostile atmosphere must have killed them. Oddly, they lived here for a while before their death. When the air started to kill them, they tried to crawl out. They didn't make it. There are 4 bodies preserved in the odd, magically charged air. The rest escaped. The poisonous atmosphere must have started very suddenly, long after the mining of these caves began. Let's get evasion up. Melee weapons up. A boost to agility and evasion. That was the main reason why I wanted to get that up, and now I can put that away. crystals. Topazes. Sapphires. But yeah, I definitely wanted to get my melee weapons up at least, so I'll be able to wield that weapon. But yeah, we're definitely gonna have to get missile weapons up too, so I can actually switch batons. Hey, how big is this area? I end up clearing out the whole thing at this rate. We did find a Drake just now. Okay, hang on. The Drake has set up residence in this abandoned workshop. Since they are inherently cunning and prone to independence, the making of Drakes is banned by the Shaper Council. Thus, it is worrying that this creation is young and freshly made. The muscular beast looks at you with great interest, coupled with a complete lack of respect. Welcome to my lair, Shaper. I am Trine. I hope it will not be necessary for us to fight. The caustic atmosphere does not affect this creature. In fact, Trine seems to find it positively refreshing. Trine smiles mockingly. He has a lot of teeth. Goodbye, Shaper. I do not fear you. I will be staying right here if you ever want to talk more. What are you doing? Trine watches silently and you inspect hungrily. What are you doing here? I was sent by the mighty Cyros. I came from Zas-Us to this place to watch the foolish survivals of Madab. You're a spy. I suppose. Who is Cyros? Cyros is a mighty Drake, stronger even than me. He leads the takers of Zas-Us in a noble campaign to strip all power from your kind, by destruction if need be. You dare talk to a Shaper that way? I do. Your time is ending. Well, he's confident you'll give him that. I want to know more about the takers. You get a toothy grin. I will tell you one thing. Shapers are strong, but you can be defeated. We Takers have found a way. We can win this war. If you want to be free of Shaper tyranny, your only hope for survival is going to Zas Us to join us. Yes, for elaboration. I already said more than I should. I choose to say no more. Where is Zas Us? It is far west from here. You should go. I'm sure that Cyros would like to spend time playing with you. Why aren't you harmed by the magic in there? I don't know. It is fortunate, though. Were you not bothered by the exploding roamers? You are a fool. Who do you think placed the roamers here in the first place? You should not exist, rogue. That is the fickleness of Shapers. You planned us. You made us, then you decide we must be eradicated. And we are expected to meekly submit? Look at me, Shaper. I live. I am a living crime. What are you going to do about it? I think it would be best to destroy you. Trine is not surprised. We are going to fight then? I am glad. I would like to devour you. Trine bears his fangs and pounces. Nope, not accepting that. Okay. Quick save right here. Man, I hate that he gets to go first. I'm gonna keep poisoning as much as I can. I feel like it's doing the most damage here. Gotcha. Get out of here with that. Gilding knife. The one we have is better. Okay, I'm guessing ones that aren't like glowing don't have any like crystals. Right? The huge crystal near the west wall is very dark. Black flecks hang suspended in the stone. Intriguing. This variety of crystal is exceptionally useful for the creation of magical items. Unfortunately, all the smallest, most valuable crystals have already been removed from the spire. Black crystal powder. Wait, isn't that an item? This passage is not natural. It was only recently hewn out of solid stone by the survivors. As you walk down the corridor, you start to feel viciously, violently ill. The source of deadly magic that poisoned these tunnels comes from here. It explains why these chambers became so dangerous. The survival miners dug too deep. Hang on. Didn't somebody need black crystal powder? Tendon of a rogue drake. Okay, so yeah, you do want to explore all the areas you can because you might actually get something out of it. Pure shorter crystal, purified essence, and the tendon of a rogue drake. Black crystal powder. Okay, so cool. I actually got something worthwhile down here. I was about to say, how long is this? But it worked out. I definitely want to complete Sharon's ring, though, before anything else. I found some black crystal powder. He opens the pouch and looks at the powder. Genuine black crystal. I knew that there would be some of that somewhere. Somewhere. Okay, cool. So yeah, hang on to the stuff that you can use for magic items. You know what? Hit of the Bound, Western Marsh. Still got that one to do. Let's go back to the Stinking Marsh real quick. I want to see if I can take on those ghosts now. But I'm actually going to resume that in the next part of Let's Play, so I'll see you all until then.